Hey guys, what's going on? It's Cruzavi here, back with another video, and today we're talking about how to recognize opportunities in attack in order to create chances. Because when doing our regular member gameplay analysis over on the Guide Plus, link in the description by the way, in case you want to join, I noticed that a lot of players that struggle with creating chances don't have the problem necessarily that they never get into good spots or that they're missing the mechanics, they can't do any skill moves or stuff like that, but instead they just don't have a good vision for the situation on the pitch. And so the spot to create something is there, but it just goes by unnoticed. And in order to be dangerous in attack, you need to identify windows of opportunity right away and then use them before the defender is able to close them again. In general, you need to develop a feeling for spots from which you can create chances, sort of a sense, okay, here is something dangerous that I can take advantage of by doing this or this. And we will get to concrete examples later on, but what helps already is thinking the other way around. What's uncomfortable for me to defend? For example, driven passes to strikers or 1v1s inside the box, quick counterattacks. These are all situations that are uncomfortable to defend against, and when you're attacking yourself, you should try to put the opponent in these exact situations yourself. And then, if possible, obviously use them. Another great tool is analyzing your own matches, because when watching back a game, it allows you to take a closer look and then identify spots where you could have created something but didn't notice. For example, a passing opportunity that you didn't use, stuff like that. And a lot comes from identifying patterns and then memorizing them, because the next time you get into a similar situation, you will already know what to look out for and react quicker. For example, these spots for driven passes to the striker, will have some examples in the background. These are very strong in FIFA 22, and if you develop a feeling for the meta in that sense, then that will help you a lot with your attacking game. Finally, it's crucial that if you see an opportunity opening up, you're not afraid to use it. You need to take risks in attack, and for example, if there is the pass available inside the box for a one-on-one, play it and then use a skill move in order to outdribble the opponent if it works out. If you lose the ball 8 out of 10 times, doesn't matter if you score the other 2 times. So take risks. Before we take a look at some in-depth examples, let me tell you guys that if you're looking to improve at FIFA 22, you should definitely download our The Guide Plus app for free. On the Guide Plus, you can find detailed tutorial videos, structured courses, and interactive quizzes on the things you struggle with most. We are also currently running a winter bundle consisting of 2 hours of individual coaching with a private coach, as well as a 6-month The Guide Plus premium membership, giving you access to all the lessons on the app. And together, this will allow you to design your individual training plan with one-on-one analysis, as well as all the educational content to back it up, so you can improve step by step. You can save over 20% right now. Just check the first link in the description if you're interested in that. Now, to give you some inspiration, here are some of the common patterns that occur during matches and that you should be able to recognize yourself and then take advantage of. First thing are even numbers in attack, or even better, having a man advantage. For example, when counterattacking. Here is an extreme example. I win the ball back in my own half, and as you can see, the entire opponent's team almost pushed forward, and that allows me to immediately counterattack. And you need to push forward as quickly as possible in these situations, so I start sprinting right away, and as you can see, in the end I have a 3v1 situation pretty much, and I just need to wait for the decision from the opponent what he wants to cover. Then I can play the other pass and score the goal. Here we have a bit of a different example. I win the ball in the opponent's half this time, and we have sort of a 3-on-3 situation on that right hand side. And as you can see, I immediately play forward, don't lose any time, use a driven pass to get the ball forward as quickly as possible, because that allows me to get a 1 versus 1 against the center back, and I have some space available. I sprint past him and get a really good chance here. And this is what happens if you increase the tempo right away in these sort of situations, because you're not outnumbered as usual, and that makes it much harder for the opponent to defend, gives you more space, and allows you to get some isolated one-on-one situations and stuff like that. Next up, we have using open spaces that you can pass or dribble into. Here we have the first example. The opponent is a bit over-aggressive with his left back and pulls him too far to the center, and so a space is opening up on the right wing. And as you can see, I use that immediately by playing a through ball into that open space so that my winger can get in behind the back line. And suddenly my attack is sped up immensely, and I have again sort of a 3-on-3 situation because all the other defenders are trailing behind. But as you can see, the space now shifted. The opponent is closing me down on the wing, and it doesn't really make that much sense to carry on towards the goal line, because I won't create anything dangerous from there. But instead, a space now opened up in the center, where I have my 2 strikers against the 2 center back, and lots of space in addition to that. So I do a ball roll and pass the ball into the center. I see Neymar is making another run, so this time I decide for the first touch through ball. Unfortunately, it's offside. Could have been a very nice goal. Here we have another very similar example. I initiate a 1-2 pass with my winger, and once again the opponent is over aggressive with his left back. And the important thing here is to not lose any time. You can see I play the pass to my striker first touch, and then I play the through ball first touch. I immediately take advantage of that space opening up. And right after, it's the same thing. The space is not on the wing anymore because the opponent pulls out 1 center back, and also the left back is pressuring me from behind. But therefore I have tons of space in the center, have a one-on-one situation there with Ronaldo, so I play a driven pass there, ball roll into driven pass, great combination, and then the opponent has some problems with player switching, so I don't even need to do anything more. I can just go for goal and score. Here's one more example, this time for dribbling. Once again, 1-2 pass initiated on the wing, but this time I'm guessing that the opponent will cover the through ball, and I might risk losing the ball if I still go for it. But if he pulls out his center back to the right here, then that means there is space opening up right in front of Ronaldo, and so I just start sprinting into that open space. And once again, my attack just gains so much pace and is much more dangerous for the opponent because he misanticipated, and now I have a one-on-one with Neymar almost inside the box, so I go for the driven pass to him once again. Unfortunately, I get pressured while playing the pass and end up missing it, but would have been a very good spot for me to score. Through ball opportunities that aren't covered are also a very easy and efficient way in order to score goals. Here I'm on a counter attack, I initiate a 1-2 pass, and after that I just try to dribble diagonally forward for 1 or 2 seconds to see what the opponent is doing. Is he covering the pass? This time the opponent totally fails it, so I just play the through ball, and then I can take advantage of the opponent overcommitting for the finish, do a ball roll, and then the finesse shot. And here in this second example, I also play forward quickly and initiate the 1-2 pass, and the opponent is pulling out his center back, so I know if I can get past that center back, I will have a through ball opportunity because the player is not covering the run but instead aggressing me. So I try to get the ball away from the center back, manage to do so by a margin, and then I can play a through ball. So the rule of thumb here is initiate runs with your attackers and then track them to see what happens, while at the same time keeping the ball safe in case the opponent goes for a tackle and is very aggressive, and you will get into plenty of spots where you can score easy goals. Isolated one-on-ones in and around the box are not as dominant as they were, for example, last year as a way to create chances, but still they work great, and I see players miss spots for them all the time. So if you're in this typical situation around the opponent's box, passing the ball around, always be on the lookout for players coming short and opening themselves up for a pass into the box. And here I see that there is a gap in between the opponent's defenders, so I can play a longer driven pass, and then I spot that Neymar also came short and is positioned in front of his defender in a prime position, central in front of goal, and I just need to make sure that I use that opportunity right away, so I play the pass to him first touch and then once again take risks. I just receive the ball, I do a scoop turn, try to beat the defender that way. If it works, I can go for the finish. I get a bit lucky as well with the deflection, but I end up scoring because I took the risk and went for it. And last but not least, we have taking out key defenders from the opponent. For example, a central defensive midfielder, or even better, a center back, like in this example. And this is a typical situation. As you can see, I'm here with my midfielder in the center. I'm able to out-dribble the center back that the opponent pulled away from his original position. And now in this spot right here, a lot of players would either play the through ball to the wing, which is not the worst decision, but also not the best one. But even worse, some would just turn around because there's still many defenders. There's no clear-cut chance in this moment right here. So they would turn around, maybe play to De Bruyne, just keep the ball safe. But you need to realize that the opponent just pulled out the center back, and there's a gap now in his back line, and your strikers, if the AI blesses you, will spot that as well and take advantage of it. So if you are able to take out a crucial player like that, then try to orientate forward into the very dangerous area that is opening up and try to get the ball there, either with a dribbling or with a pass. Like in this example here, I play the pass to Ronaldo and I'm able to get the ball into the back of the net because I tried to punish the opponent for his mistake immediately. So I hope that these explanations and examples help you guys to become better at attacking, not by relying on one single overpowered skill move that you then go for all the time, but by instead improving your overall understanding and vision in attack and spotting these situations where there is danger and where you can punish the opponent for mispositionings or just play out the space that you get or the numbers advantage with simple passes or a good dribbling. If that's the case, I would be very glad if you could hit the thumbs up button. Helps us out a lot more than you can think. And in today's question of the day, I also want to know from you guys, what are you struggling more with? Is it the attacking game or is it in the defense? So what type of player are you? Scoring all the time but then also conceding, or are you rock solid in the back line but then are just not able to create anything? So let me know in the comments down below. And besides that, subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss any further video of the guide. I'll better talk to you in the next one. See you then. Much love. Peace.